We are Marco and Aurélie. Since 2018, we're cycling with a few objectives in mind.
To show our world without filters, to prove that a bike can take you anywhere, and that humans rock.
Come on, can you move it over? Let's say it, baby.
We are in Comodoro, Rivadavia, and we came here for several reasons, and the main one was to renew our visa. How did it go? Let's have a look.
How to renew your visa, Argentina edition. Go to the immigration office early. Get told that there's an issue and to come back later. Worry a little, go have breakfast. Go back and get told that everything is fine. Go put money in a machine. Go back to the office. Get your passport back with the extension.
So I think that's it. The only concern is that they didn't put an extra stamp on our passport. We just have a letter, beautiful letter, saying that they renewed our visa until May the 14th. And it's signed. And most importantly, in 2022, las Malvinas son argentinas. Once the visa renewed, we could finally go explore the city. A great change for us after cycling so many days in the desert. It was our anniversary, so we decided to give ourselves a little treat by staying in a 3-star hotel.
Yeah, baby! And when I'm in a hotel room, I like to hang my Star Wars t-shirt and anything else that I can hang in the wardrobe. It was time to go back to our bicycles. We got back to Rio Mayo at 9 p.m. and decided to set off anyway, although it was night, because of the strong wind forecasted for the following day.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hola.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Marco, encantado.
Diego Armando, de Bogotá, Colombia, en bicicleta hasta aquí.
Diego Armando.
Sí.
¿Cómo para tu nombre?
Sí.
Sí.
Ah,
Hoy ha sido brutal.
sí, no, si yo ya me caí, mira, tengo por aquí así, por allá.
We could finally see our destination far away. Although it looks close, it took us a while to reach this oasis in the middle of the desert. We were knackered, but thankful to be able to rest for a few days. If you want to cheer us up, this is the time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave us a comment. Good morning. We just left Perito Moreno, where we stayed a few days. We had some work to do and we wanted to rest. We also met other cyclists. And the reason why we stayed for so long, it's because we depend on the weather a lot and the wind. We have 5 days until the next big stop, which is Gobernador Gregores. So normally the wind should be in our favor. We'll see.
Wow, c'est beau, c'est magnifique. We're still in this very deserty looking landscape. We'll be in this kind of landscape for a few more days. Sorry, it's going up.
Come on, Marco, you can do it.
I'm only using one hand though. It's
At least in this part, we can find water and it's a nice place to have a break.
apparently, according to cyclists that we met coming the other way, this part is a bit prettier. There's a bit more mountains, etc., as you can see. So yeah, hopefully it will be a little bit less, I don't want to say boring, samey. Let's see. Okay, we cycled 80 kilometers today, most of it with a strong headwind, so we're knackered, and we saw on the map there's like a road maintenance outpost just here, so we're going to check it out. We're going to try and sleep here tonight. Welcome to the 421 Adventure place of rest for today. It's the AGVP. We're not sure what that stands for, but it's something about road maintenance. Today it's Sunday, so there's no road maintenance on Sunday. What do we have? We have the kitchen area. This is where Aurelie is preparing a salad. Over here is where we put the tent. There's actually a better place down there, but it's really windy today. So we actually prefer just to sleep here. There's a river over there, so we had a nice shower. And if we're lucky, it looks like the clouds are clearing over there. So we might actually get some stars tonight. Anyway, we've been to worse places. This is actually pretty good. It would have been cool if it wasn't Sunday and there would be someone here and we could have had I don't know, a little bit more comfort, because you know we're getting old and we care about things like electricity now and comfort and hot water, but this will do. Really, this is really nice. So yeah, let's get some dinner cooking.
Lejos la tarde moría y
y yo con tu ausencia moría también. ¿Cómo no voy a morir sin tu amor si se mueren las tardes sin sol? ¿Cómo no voy a morir sin tu amor si se mueren las tardes sin sol?
That morning, we were super happy because of a downhill and tailwind. Let's have some fun.
Come on, groove along. I said, baby, I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it, move along.
We arrived to Bajo Caracoles, a legendary dwelling on the Ruta 40. Once again, the wind had killed us, and unfortunately, we only filmed this sequence.
Boa, que cara. Yesterday was a very difficult day. We had 120 kilometers to cycle, which is not where it was difficult, but we had half of it headwind. And at the beginning, it was quite okay. We were doing 12, 14 an hour, but then it went down to 7. It was a straight line. These 50 kilometers, it took us 5 hours to do them. And from the beginning, we could see that the road was going around the mountains, and we saw that mountain during 5 hours. Finally, we made it. And after the curve, it was just paradise, and the wind pushed us very quickly. And we made it to a place which is like a maintenance road building. We were expecting to put our tent outside the building and have some food and sleep, but nothing happened this way. People here are so nice, so generous.
Hola, encantada.
¿Puedo tener un hola a la cámara? Hola. Gracias.
And there's another cyclist, and he's from Italy, kind of.
Herman, say hello. We couldn't thank Roxanne and Emilio enough, and we were tempted to stay one more day, but we had to keep on cycling.
It finally happened. We were riding and I heard this loud bang, and immediately I knew what had happened, because my wheels started wobbling a lot, and I've broken a spoke.
Still have 60 kilometers to Gregores.
Yeah, 65. Let's try and ride like this. Let's see if the wheel gets any worse. Then we'll just check it.
My biggest worry is that now the wheel is unbalanced, so technically I could break most spokes, and actually we were going quite fast because we have a really nice tailwind today. So when the spoke broke I was doing about 35, so I don't know, it's not a good speed to have a fall. So we're gonna slow down for a bit. We're gonna try and work out if this is gonna get any worse, and in the worst case I think I could just replace the spoke. Ideally I would like to do it tomorrow morning while drinking a nice mate and maybe some little cakes, wearing something a bit more comfortable and not sitting, you know, like there. So let's try and get to Gregores, see what happens. Adventure! Come here, buddy, buddy, buddy. Come here, buddy, 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 buddy. Birdie, 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 come here. I only want to pat you. Don't run. After a few days of wilderness, it's always a weird feeling arriving to a town and seeing stuff like traffic signs or small industry. It's always a bit exciting. It's like, ooh, what is the supermarket going to be like? Is there a spa? You know.
The next challenge for us is 73 kilometers of dirt road, of which we've heard so much about. We've already cycled some really bad dirt road in the south of Mendoza, so we know more or less what's waiting for us, so it should be alright. But, yes, there is always a but. It's been raining here for the last 2 days, so the dirt road converted itself in a mud playground. And at this time it's totally impracticable. Actually, they closed the road and nobody can use it. So we are staying one more day here in Gobernador Gregores to wait for the road to dry and to open again. Meanwhile, we always have a lot of stuff to do, talking to family, planning the rest of the adventure, updating our social medias and editing videos, etc, etc. And most importantly, we had a spoke to replace.
No puedo usar mi pulgar, tía, creo que me he roto el pulgar, chaval. Sí, sí. It's really not necessary to tighten it this much. In the next episode, we will show you how we dealt with this famous road, and most importantly, we will take you to one of Argentina's most beautiful national parks.